YouTube world, what is going on? Journos, comics, and pop culture. It is Friday night. Once again, I got some beautiful people in the chat. What is going on, everyone? Lost Comic Kid, Dale, Isaac, Brian, Joe G, Isaac, and Las Cruces. Man, I did this last week. Las Cruces out of 1971. What is going on, everyone? Man, it's going to be an awesome show tonight. I got a lot of things to talk about. We'll give it a few minutes before we get into it. I'll talk about a bit of what we're going to be showing off today. For one, contests. I will be giving you guys some updates for all my contests that I have going on. Tony, what is going on? Made to last. Yeah, so my 3K contest, my Patreon contest, guys. I'll be diving a little bit into that early on in the show. I got an unboxing to do, obviously Q&A, and we'll talk about merch. How about this right now? Rocking the official Journos Comics and Pop Culture merch, guys. The link is below in the description to the merch store, guys. Please go check it out. Support the channel. Get some of your own gear. I got some awesome designs. Obviously, the classic logo designs, multiple different colorways. We got some custom Journos art designs. I got a Star Wars themed design. So go check them out. Definitely, it helps support the channel and you get to rock some cool gear. Yeah, and I would love to see anybody that cops some merch, take a picture, show it off on Instagram, tag me in it. Yeah, Kid Collector, what is going on? Let's see what else we got going on. Let's wait a few more minutes before we start talking about contest stuff. All right, but I did want to say again, as I always do, Friday night, Comic Book Canon Live, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. As always, we hang out here, and then I go and get ready for that. We got an awesome show today. We got a really cool top 10 that I'm excited to talk about. We got some really cool news regarding Disney Plus, Marvel, and some other fun stuff. We got some awesome special guests from Spine Ticks hopping on the show tonight. So I hope to see all of you guys there. Again, Comic Book Canon's link is below, so check us out there, guys. Yeah, let's give it about 2 more minutes before I start going into contest details, and then after I talk about the contest, we'll do some unboxing. I got this package right here, and then I have a few of my Marvel mail subscriptions. And look at this. I love it. The Chadwick Boseman tribute on the back of the books. But like I always enjoy doing, I like to pull these out and show you guys how beat up they got in the mail. So thankfully, none of them were bent. I think I've said before, I have I wrote in Sharpie on a piece of paper and like taped it all up on my mailbox saying, please don't bend books that say do not bend. So ever since I did that, I've only gotten a couple like folded and thrown into the mailbox, right? So, and I got one of those like upright sitting mailboxes that's on the wall of the house, the outside wall of the house, and it has an opening on the top. It's not your standard like mailbox on a post, so you can easily take the book and just fit it right in. But yet, still, so many of them have gotten folded. So, yep. Brian, Bry, for sure, man, for sure. Oh, Kid Collector says he's getting a press for Christmas. Man, Kid Collector, that's my thing with press is if you watch my last video I did about my issues with the new press I got, how I was like, probably want to stay away from these presses. Yeah, I'm still using that press, and it's just a knockoff, a standard knockoff, cheap knockoff clamshell press that I got off of Amazon. Look, I mean, they're cheaper, but what I recommend is I recommend clamshells. They distribute a lot more even across the book in terms of pressure. But I definitely recommend if you are able to get one at that higher tier price, I recommend doing it. Any press, and mine's a 15 by 15, and it was what 175, something like that. anything around the 200 mark and lower is going to be a knockoff, and it's going to be a hit or miss. So I mean, I've heard great things saying, oh well, mine works just fine. Other times, you know, they take a crap on you like soon, or like mine, just the functionality is funky. And I've rigged it to where I'm able to use it. It's still not getting enough pressure as it should. The heat is still off, but I would recommend looking at clamshell presses no less than $300. And I can't really, it would be hard for me to dive into the details of how you can tell if it's an actual like standard manufactured press instead of some crap shot welded, you know, cheap knockoff stuff that you find on eBay and Amazon. So, but maybe we can, you know, continue this conversation later, and I can try to provide you some more details. But definitely do your research. Michael L, what's going on? DYD, UK in the house. Japan is in the house. K Titus, what's up, guys? All right, guys, let's get into it. Let's start talking about the contest. And I like that I'm seeing Michael L in the house, because Michael, I think you're one of those that did half of what you needed to do to get entered into the 3K contest. Okay, so I'm going to explain right now for everyone. If you haven't done anything, let's revisit this, guys. My 3K sub contest. First off, as of right now, we are 17 subscribers away, guys. So I'm looking to announce the winner on next Friday, 1 week from today, Friday Night Live. I will do a randomizer on the live stream and you know, announce it here, and that's for the grand place prize. For the second place prize, we will announce it on our Comic Book Canon live show shortly after, later in the evening next week. So we're 13 away. Most likely, you know, we'll hit 3K by tomorrow or the next day. And man, it's been a long time coming. Thank you to all of you, of course. So, but look, even if we hit 3K tomorrow or the next day, everyone can still enter prior to Friday. Okay. So like Thursday, I'm going to say Thursday, 12 midnight Eastern time is going to be the cutoff to enter. And now let's Dale, what's going on? BC. Yes, yes. Let's revisit what you have to do. Okay. One, the first thing you need to do, find my 3K contest video. Subscribe to my channel if you aren't yet, and comment on my video saying subbed, letting me know that you are subbed. From there, you need to go to the Comic Book Canon YouTube channel. Link is below. Sub Comic Book Canon. Find the contest video on the Comic Book Canon page and answer the question that they asked, that my partner Jeff asked you in that video. And Michael L, I went through it, and I think that you only commented on my video. So make sure you go to the Comic Book Canon, make sure you're subbed up there, and leave that comment on that video as well, because I don't want you to get missed out. There was about 6 or 7 people that only did half of what you needed to do to get entered in the contest. And I don't want anyone to miss out just because, you know, maybe it wasn't clear or you didn't do half of what you needed to do. So, and again, if you're still unsure, find me on Instagram, send me a private message, email me at captainjournocomics@gmail.com. But I think it's pretty basic. I just explained it, guys. That'll get you entered into the contest. It'll get you entered for the grand place prize as well as the second place prize automatically. Okay. Now, is there any questions regarding everything that I just said about my 3K sub contest and how to enter? I'm going to take a sip of water, sit back for a few seconds, and let you guys comment with any questions if you have any. A top 50 book vid. That's something to ponder. There's a lot of stuff that I always have on my list, and I love getting suggestions from my viewers. I love when you guys ask questions, because then it allows me to do videos answering your guys' questions. And I also love when you guys give me ideas. I haven't done a top, you know, whether it's top books to invest in or whatnot. I haven't done one of those in a few weeks. So it's definitely on my radar for the next, you know, week or two, for sure. Let's see. Phil, what is going on? Yes, yes, yes. So I'm not seeing any. How do you enter again? Kid Collector, you are entered. Zap Comics. All right, let me actually let me bring this up real quick, guys, because I got the names. So, okay, if any of you guys are watching, back to reality. Okay, if any of these names that I state, before I state them, you guys still need to go subscribe to Comic Book Canon and comment on the 3K sub video on the Comic Book Canon channel. If I say your name, you've only commented on my channel's video. So, the people that need to do the Comic Book Canon subscription and commenting are Back to Reality Comics, Daryl Beard, Joe G. I saw you in the house. So, Joe, make sure you are subscribed to Comic Book Canon. I think you're subscribed, but make sure you comment on the Comic Book Canon contest video. All right. Joseph Pentalone, Michael L., Nelvis Eats, Ruben, Holglin, and Soylent Green. All right. Now, here are the names that have only commented on the Comic Book Canon contest video. Hassan A. and K. Titus. And K. Titus, I saw you in here. So K. Titus, make sure you find my 3K video and comment there. And we will make sure that we get all of you guys entered in. So again, I hope that clears the air for everyone. Now let's talk about the Patreon only contest, guys. Again, let me take a little more sip of water here. All right, we're going to talk about the Patreon only. Now, Patreon only contest is going to run longer. It's going to run longer, but you most likely only have until this Thursday to become a patron and have a chance to get extra entries into my 3K subscriber contest. Let me explain this, guys. So, anybody that signs up to be a patron on my Patreon, which the link is below, by Thursday, we'll get an extra entry for the grand place 3K subscriber contest prize, as well as a second entry to the second place prize. All right. So if you want to be entered with multiple entries into my 3K contest, you have to become a patron by Thursday, the latest. But if you want to become a patron to get entered into specifically the Patreon only contest, you can do that up until I hit 20 patrons. I'm at 6 right now. We have some ways to go. And again, just to give you some information on what it means to be a patron. For those that don't know, patreon.com is a website where you sign up with a paid subscription. My subscription starts at only $3.99 a month. That's the price of one comic book. And mainly what you're doing is helping me or helping support the channel so I can continue to give you guys, daily content, so I can continue to upgrade my equipment and quality and so forth. And you get special perks. You get, right now, I'm offering a monthly patron-only videos answering your guys' private questions. You guys get early access to certain videos, mostly like speculation videos, top 10 videos, things like that. So there are perks involved as well. All right. So $3.99 a month, you'll automatically get entered into my patron-only contest where you have the ability to win this beautiful Tales to Astonish #1 8.0 white pages donated by friend of the channel, Dan, who was a fellow patron. Big shout out to Dan. And I'm just announcing today that I'm throwing in this Catwoman #1 art germ variant. This is for the patron only, guys. There will be some more books added in as well. But right now, I decided to throw this beauty in. All right. I'm going to throw this guy in a Mylar before it goes off to its new home, whatever winter that will be. So this will be open up until I hit 20 patrons. And then once we hit 20, those 20 will be put in a raffle to win the prizes. Okay. Now you have a bigger chance of winning the patron only contest because it will only be 20 entries. All right. So I hope that explains that. And again, if you have any questions, please let me know. Let me look at some of these comments, guys. Louis is in the house. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Just a lot of talking here. Let me see if there's any questions regarding the contest. Key Collector says, if you don't mind me asking, what device do you use to edit your videos? I'm trying to use my iMac. Oh, man. Having an iMac, I would think, that's probably the way to go. I use Microsoft Expressions, but it's not the full version. So one thing that I've been trying to do that's on my list is to really get a full-on editing software. But I take all the money that I get from YouTube and try to put it back into my channel. So that's next on my list. Obviously, that's again a perk of becoming a patron through Patreon. I want to give a big shout out to my 6 patrons that I have right now. Thank you, all 6 of you, so much for being the first to join and really donate month to month. $3.99 to support the channel. And I got some of your guys' questions already for this month's Q&A Patreon only video. Let's see. We got issues in the house. What is going on? Sacto, what's going on, man? Kid Collector says, am I going to give away my Clone Wars #1? Not likely anytime soon. We'll see. We'll see. Did I say key collector? Kid Collector. Sometimes I talk fast too, and the words get blended together. Myth Labs in the house. Happy Friday. What's going on? All right, guys. So again, look, throughout the show, if you have any questions regarding the contest, please let me know. But make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Go comment on my 3K contest video. Go subscribe to Comic Book Canon. Comment on the 3K video on the Comic Book Canon channel. All right? Patreon only contest. $3.99 a month. Link below. Subscribe. $3.99 a month. Get extra perks. Get automatically entered into the Patreon only contest. And get extra entries into my 3K subscriber contest. With that, guys, and again, merch. Link below for the merch. Let's get into this unboxing. And then I want to talk about something really cool that I've been doing this week that I hope to have a video for you guys next week. But I'm really excited about what's been happening. Let's get into that in a minute. But for right now, let's get into this unboxing, guys. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Check out the pack. Ooh. Yikes. 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 Ah. All right, guys. I'm going to show you guys how this is packaged in here. No. I think everything's okay, but look at this. Watch when I pull this out. Oh, let me make sure. There we go. Watch when I pull this out. You got this big cardboard. You see that? Look at that. This book is exposed, and it's just sitting in here loose on top of the bubble wrap. Wow. One piece of cardboard. Luckily, it didn't get bent. Sitting loose on, not even taped or nothing. Look at that. Oh my goodness. I don't think there was any damage, thankfully. Come on, guys. Come on, sellers. This was from the Mercari app. Yeah. So, all right, let's open these up. No bags and boards. Wow. All right, guys. This is why I bought this. And yeah, it does not even look like the pictures. In the pictures, it was in a bag and board. All right, we got the Michelangelo #1 holiday special. This is the IDW reprint. I actually have the original, but the variant version where Michelangelo's out in the snow with the beanie on. But look at this. This was in a bag and board in the pictures, and I always tell myself to say, do you have pictures of the books outside of the bag and board? But you know, it looked fine. And I'm not too concerned, but the edges are extremely blended. Look at that. I don't know if that happened in the mailing process because of how it was packaged, but that's whack. This one is extremely blended and white on the back. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm kind of annoyed, but I really got it just to read it though, because I didn't want to pull out my original. So, and it was $6 for these two plus shipping though. But here's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 3, and this one's in a little better condition, but the edges are still all. Look at that. You could tell it's all. You see the white coming through because of the blending. So definitely kind of annoyed by that. But I'm more annoyed about how they were packaged. That's basically it. But I paid like $10 for these two, and it's quite all right. But yeah, this book is getting hot. The original one is getting hot for sure. And I am happy to get an earlier Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I want to. I got a couple Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle trades because I want to start reading some of the IDW stuff. So yes. All right, guys. That packaging though, I know, right? Let's have some fun and look at my Marvel subscription, shall we? I know no big keys in there or nothing, but I'm telling you, this Ninja Turtle stuff has been through the roof. All right, guys. Let's do this. This is my Amazing Spider-Man. So again, for those that don't get the Marvel subscription books, this is all that comes in. And look, guys, it's not even closed. It's open. So it's raining out right now. So can you imagine it getting wet because this isn't even closed on the book? Thankfully, there's no moisture in it. And then you get the flimsy little, you know, this thing that's not even as thick as a backing board. Not even close. All right, we got Amazing Spider-Man number 50. Let's check it out. How much damage was done? Not much, guys. I am thoroughly impressed. We got one spine tick. Like one spine tick in the middle there. I don't even know if you guys can see it. How about those edges, though? Not too bad. The books that my Ninja Turtle books that were supposed to be packaged nicely were way worse than that. I'm very impressed. And of course, beautiful, man. Beautiful. I can't wait to read this. I've been reading this and I'm liking what's going on so far. This is a really minty book for the mail. This is the worst that happened right there. See how it's kind of flared up? I could press that out. Very impressed, guys. Let's see if they all held up this well. All right, next up we have Star Wars. This one is not open. See, they're not supposed to be open on the back, guys. They're supposed to be closed, but they're so thin that sometimes they rip open, like the first one. And again, I'm just thankful they weren't bent and thrown in my mailbox. All right, Star Wars. This one's got more damage than the Spider-Man, that's for sure. Ooh, cool cover. Number 7. Still not too bad. The spine is pretty clean. Usually it's the spines that get the most damage, but look at this. You got another corner that's flailing upward. I don't know if you got, can you see that? And then even down here, it's kind of dinged on the bottom edge. But again, I'm very impressed. I am oh, what is that? Ooh, look at this, guys. Actually, I just saw this. I don't think this was a shipping issue. See that right there? What the hell is that? That's something that happened either when Midtown, because Midtown handles the print subscriptions, we're processing the book. Wow, it's got a rip. I'm gonna complain. I might complain and see what they say. I'm not too mad though, guys. I take these books with a grain of salt. They're my read. I buy them to read, right? So it is what it is. That's why I have fun doing this. All right, let's see. This is my Captain America. Marcus's muse is in the house. Captain America. Ooh, beautiful, beautiful. Alex Ross, man. Again, very impressed. This is probably the best out of all of them. And one little bit of spine stress right there. See that, guys? That's usually what I get on these a lot, but it's all throughout the book. I'm very impressed. Thank you to my mail person for doing a decent job delivering these today, and for whoever handled them through the process. These are some of the nicest, cleanest mail subscription books I've received, at least in a while. Pretty cool, huh, guys? All right, all right. We are about an hour and 19 minutes away from Comic Book Canon. I got about 19 more minutes with you guys here tonight. So I'm going to do two things. I want to get into some Q&A. So, of course, guys, if you have any questions, but I want to talk to you guys about a project that I was doing. All right. And I want everyone watching to be able to participate as well. All right. Let me tell you about what I've been doing, and then I'll tell you how all of you guys can participate. It's going to be really cool. All right. So I went on Facebook. And I went into a lot of the big comic book groups that have like, 10 to 20,000 members. And I did a poll. All right. Now, before I talk about what that poll was, let me remind people that earlier this week, or was it last week, I did a video showing off a back and forth that I had with a individual on Facebook, how he was saying, the comic book industry is dead, it's dying, it's and I said, no, you're wrong. The comic book industry is very healthy right now. We're seeing profits like never before, so forth. And we went back and forth. I did a video about that, guys. If you haven't watched it, go check that out. It's a 40-minute video, but it's well worth the watch, especially in the end, because I provided data to back up everything that I was saying, guys. So I did this video, and I got a lot of amazing responses in the comments, and I keep dwelling on this topic. And I went to these groups and I did a poll asking them, how much do you spend monthly on comic books? And what percent of that is on new releases? And then I wanted to gauge their age group. All right. Now, I could have asked more, but I wanted to keep it basic. So I've gotten hundreds of responses already, and I'm loving the responses that I'm getting. And I'm going to collect all that data, and I'm going to break it down in a video, guys. It's going to correlate with the video that I was just talking about, because I'm going to prove why the comic book industry is not dead even further. And I'm going to prove how much people are buying new comic books. And keep this in mind. It's not just modern books that I'm talking about. I'm talking about new releases. So for anybody that wants to participate, and guys, anybody that wants to participate, I want you guys to find me on Instagram, all right? Or you can leave a comment on this video, not in the live chat, but once this this live stream posts, okay? You can leave a comment here, or I would rather you private message me on Instagram and answer these questions. 1, how much do you spend on comic books every month? 2, about how much is on new releases, whether that's dollar amount or percentage, okay? And then 3, what your age group is. You could tell me your specific age, or you could just say age range. That's it. Those 3 questions. How much do you spend monthly? What percentage or what dollar amount of that is on new releases? And what is your age? So I'm going to be doing a video hopefully next week calculating this data. I'm telling you guys, it's a lot of work though. I went to just one of the groups today and started gathering the information, and it took me like over an hour just to gather information from one of the posts. And gathering the data isn't even computing the data yet. I have to gather the data, and then I have to break it down and run formulas and put it all out there for you guys to understand. So this is a lot of work. And this is what I'm saying, guys, like, for those that don't know, man, I put so much work and effort into my videos and into my channel to really dive into these things that I think is really cool and important for a lot of us, right? So let me go through some comments, see if we got any questions or anything in here. Whew, a lot of good talk, I see. Let's see. Oh yeah, Kid Collector saw the post on Facebook. Yeah, I do everything from my personal Facebook, so folks are like, "Hey, Jerno?" I'm like, "Yeah." Let's see, let's see. Cerulean is in the house. What is going on? Imagine you buy a book and it gets back to you damaged and destroyed. You would be absolutely furious. And the only way to stop that is by good shipping. Yes, guys, I've made a few shipping videos in the past. So if you're going to sell books, guys, do do your do your homework on how to package books appropriately, please. It's only going to save you trouble in the long run, right? Let's see. Let's see. What size? Zap asks, what size board and bag would I use to bag and board the last Ronin? Wow, what a great question. Zap Comics, I got to get back to you on that because my last Ronin right there is in a I believe it's a magazine bag and board. Obviously, it's way wider, but the last Ronin books are taller. They sit taller. So I haven't. This is what my book came in, the magazine bag and board, and I haven't tried to put it in another bag and board yet. So I have to do that. I have to see that and come back to that. So Zap, maybe next week if you show up for the live stream, maybe we'll revisit that because that's a good question. I don't think it's going to fit in a standard current bag. I mean, even because it's such a thick flat spine, square bound, just that thickness alone probably wouldn't work well with the current uh, poly bag, but probably even a current mylar, which are 1/8 inch wider. But that height is what kind of concerns me. But you usually have a bit of wiggle room in your bags to where you can still fold the flap down. But that's a great question. I'll play around with that this week for sure. Brian, yeah, 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 yeah. My alter Oni else is getting brought up in the chat, guys. Brian says he loves the music. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate that. I'm releasing a new song real soon here, probably within the next week or two. So look out for that on the website. Right on. Appreciate it. It's good to see people in here that appreciate the music too. Daywalker, what's going on? My alter ego. I got two alter egos. I mean, Jerno's an alter ego too, right? For sure. I could try that. I only get my book once a month, so I haven't seen mine in person yet. Yeah. Yeah, I waited a long time for mine as well. For sure, for sure. Yeah, guys, I keep joking with my co-host Jeff on Comic Book Canon about having me freestyle on a live show one day. So I got to bring some music out here, put some slap on some beats, and spit a little something one day. When is the collab with Eminem? Cerulean. Yeah, I mean, I don't like the I'm gonna be real here, and no disrespect, Cerulean. I appreciate you, but I don't like the automatic correlation with Eminem, mostly because of skin tone. But I think that's human nature, right? I heavily respect Eminem as well, but yeah, but I've done a lot of music with a lot of artists that I grew up, listening to and being inspired by. Obviously, Tupac was a huge influence on me in life. I got to work with his group, the Outlaws. I got to, do shows and make music with Wu Tang, KRS One, Hieroglyphics. Um, Zion I, Dead Press, Boot Camp Click, Smith and Wesson. A lot of real cool artists, but yeah. Eminem. I almost met Eminem one time when I was like 15, because our local, the Bay Area radio station KMEL 106.1 had something going on. He was in the building, but it didn't happen. But yeah, I mean, much respect to Eminem, but I don't necessarily categorize myself in any category with him. Yep, Wu-Tang. It's for the children. Um, I would love to do a collab with Tupac if he could sing and if he didn't pass away. Yeah, man. Yeah. KMEL, right. Yep. Sway. Sway and Tech. Hey guys, I just want to say right now, let's keep the chat positive and not get nasty. We've had a great show so far. We got about 10 minutes left, guys. So any other questions, like I said, hit me up when it comes to answering those 3 questions, guys, to help with my poll. I had a very full week these last couple of weeks in videos, and right now I'm ramping up to for next week to do this poll and to also do another top investment books, top books to invest in. I don't know the theme yet, but look out for one of those next week. My patrons will have early access to that video before I upload it on YouTube for sure. So, yeah. Anything else, guys? Let me know. We're an hour and 8 minutes away from Comic Book Canon Live. Johnny is in the house. Johnny 5. I just want to send another reminder, guys. Contests. The 4 things you need to do. Make sure you're subbed to me. Check out my 3K video and comment. Sub up to Comic Book Canon. Find the 3K video on the Comic Book Canon channel and comment. Patreon only. Contest. Link below. Any information, any questions, let me know. I'm always accessible, guys. So I also want to make an announcement, guys, too, that after the Comic Book Canon show, if you guys are still holding on, I know a lot of you are probably in the East Coast or different time zones, but after the Comic Book Canon show, guys, I recommend hopping over to A1 Comics live stream on Instagram. They do have live sales on Friday night. So once we wrap up, we usually wrap up around 7:15. That's Pacific time. So that would be 10:15 Eastern. Check out A1 Comics on Instagram. They are auctioning off some cool stuff tonight, or not auction off, but it's a claim sale, right? They actually have been doing some auction books. So I do believe there is one auction book tonight as well. And there's also a 6K, that's right, 6K. A1's doing big things on Instagram. 6K follower giveaway. So if you're not following A1 Comics on Instagram, do that and see what you can do to enter to win. They're giving away, I believe it's a 9.8 signed Ghost Spider #1, if I remember correctly. I have A1 Comics information below too, if you guys aren't sub to them on YouTube or following them yet on Instagram for sure. Let's see. What's your thoughts on the best time to cash in on a book that relates to MCU? When a character is announced, after their first movie, after their second movie, etc. Swaggle Haas, thanks for stopping by and dropping this awesome question. You know, I talked about this before. Gino the Dragon's in the house too. I talked about this before, but obviously the best time is before you know anything about the character showing up in the MCU, right? This is why I've been talking about cosmic characters, the Living Tribunal, right? Eternity, even Galactus, Silver Surfer. But I know there's a lot, those early books are big money books already. But yeah, obviously the best time is before you know anything about them, right? But I call rumor precursors is something that can really help guide you. And when I say rumor precursors, it's just not rumors that you might see on like We Got This covered, because they just pull anything out of their ass. I'm talking about rumors that makes sense because of where the MCU was going and where the movies are going, that you can kind of gauge, well, we like say Nova, right? We saw the Nova Corps in Guardians of the Galaxy. It's only a matter of time. So right when you see that, that's a good time to start, in my opinion, speculating or trying to get your hands on a Nova first appearance, right? Now, there are situations where something could be announced and the book might go up in value, it might get hot, it might cool off. But if there is a soft announcement, say She-Hulk's getting a Disney Plus series, book shot through the roof, but it's cooled off a little bit because there hasn't been any further announcement. Well, there was about the actress, but now there's, controversy surrounding that. So if you're say you want to speculate on She-Hulk, right now might be a good time to look into a She-Hulk #1. You're not going to find it for the same price you would have a year or two ago, right? But you might find it for a price that's workable, where everything that's going on and the controversy around what's going on with that show might be putting the value of that book at a halt to where it's not going to increase right now. But once there's an official announcement of, say, an actress and a release date, and you get a trailer, right? And all this stuff, and we get production announcements, then you're going to see that book starting to climb again. And ultimately, we never know. We know that the MCU is garnered so much success, but you never know when a character might flop. I don't see that really being a case with anything regarding the MCU, like say Eternals. Once Eternals was announced, Eternals #1 went through the roof. It's had its ups and downs, but I mean, it's steadily on a long-term climb. Say this movie comes out and it doesn't do as much as it's supposed to, or isn't it, it doesn't get as much positive feedback it is as we think an MCU movie should, which I don't think is going to happen whatsoever. I think it's going to be awesome. It could hurt the value of the book to bring it down some, but I don't think it will do it in a way that's going to like tank it. So, there's always the risk. There's always the risk involved. So I hope that kind of answered that question. Let me get to a couple other questions, guys, before we head out of here. Tony asks, what's your opinion? Do you like all the variants of a particular book, like 30 different variants of one book? Think it helps or hurts the industry? Wow, this is, Tony, man, this is such a topic in itself. I don't think 30 variants of a book is hurting the industry. I don't buy into it myself. I'll buy a variant if I like the cover. I'll buy a B or a C variant if I like the cover better than the standard variant. I never spend more than cover price on a variant. I've done it like once, which was a 300 homage, ASM 300 for a Venom #1. It was a KRS Comics exclusive, I believe. I pay like $30 for it. I think that was the only one. I don't think it hurts the industry. I think right now, publishers know that there's a lot of people that are on the variant train. They're on the hype train. And if it makes them money, then it's a positive thing for the industry. All these people talking about variant burnout. Anybody that's buying variants isn't getting burnt out because they enjoy doing it. If you think that there's burnout on variants, then just don't buy them. Don't buy them. No, and this is what I always talk about. Nobody's forcing your hand to buy 30 variants of the same book. If you like variants, buy one or two, maybe. It drives me crazy to think all these people that are so uptight about 30 variants being marketed for one single issue. The market is there right now. And the good thing about variants as well is they're not having high print runs of one issue with the same cover as one print, which is what helped hurt the industry in the 90s. So you may have 20 or 30,000 print run of a book, and then you may have 5,000 of variant B, 5,000 of variant C, and then you have the 1 in 100s and so forth, whatever it is, right? At least you're not having one book that has a 300,000, 500,000, 1 million copy print run that deludes the market. So even if people pull their money out of the variants,
Okay, it's not going to hurt the bulk of the industry, which is your standard books. And this goes to my this question, Tony, goes to my poll, because I can guarantee you there is so much money being put into new releases right now. The majority of the people are like, burnout. What burnout? I'm burning a hole through my wallet, and I don't care because I'm doing it again and again, month after month after month, and it works for these people. It works for them. So I just think that, look, at some point in time, variants might die down. They haven't yet. Over the last 10 years, the variant market has surged, and it's still on an upward climb. The variant market isn't, in the consumer base, isn't dying down anytime soon. If at some point it does, the publishers are just going to have to rework where they're marketing and where they're putting their resources and their money, and they're just going to put it into something else because people are still going to be buying comics one way or the other. All right, guys, let's see if we got one more question before I head out. Let's see. I see Ben Frank joining us. Kid Tat. Let's see. Let's see. Man, lots going on. Whew, I grabbed the major cosmic key. Joe G grabbed the major cosmic key. Galactus. Oh, every cosmic key. Yes, Galactus, Eternity, Living Tribunal, Chaos Order. Yep. Do you think you can make a video with the rundown to see if you missed any? I'll be talking about more cosmic stuff soon, for sure. Absolutely, guys. Guys, we're 58 minutes away from Comic Book Canon. I'll be heading out of here in a minute. Hope to see you guys over there. All right. I don't know what's going on with Sparky, with this Sparky business, but I'm gonna put an end to it right now because I'm seeing it as a name calling, and I'm not gonna have any of that in my channel. If I see one more name call, I'm gonna block you. I'm gonna block you. You can unsubscribe from my channel if you are. Otherwise, I'll block you, which will unsubscribe you anyways. I really don't care because that's not what I'm about here. I'm about having a good time, talking about comics. So, yeah, that's all I got to say about that. I won't even give any other warnings. If I see anything else, I'm blocking you. That's simple. Let's see. Marcus's Muse. Yeah, Shield #1. Like I said, I don't think if you're willing to put the money of what the market's demanding for it right now out there, if you're willing to do that, knowing that it could still have some ebb and flow, I don't think you can go wrong because it's still a book to me that's going to grow long term. And once we get that show and real announcements going, it's going to start increasing again. Cerulean says, when trying to save some money when collecting independents, is it better to just buy ones and skip the rest? Well, I'll tell you what about independents right now. Buying ones is a decent investment right now because you can get them at cover price if they're new releases, and there's so many licensing deals going on for studios. You know, for them to be TV shows or be full-length films. It's crazy. You know what I like to do with independents? I like to buy trades. I like to buy independents via trade because it saves me money and I can still read them. But I haven't been reading too much independents lately. Johnny Five asked, "Do I think that Black Adam will be good?" I do. I do. I'm optimistic about almost everything for the DCEU that's coming out, even the Snyder Cut. I'm very optimistic. Now, do I think it's going to be a masterpiece? No, but I like Dwayne Johnson. I like what he does, you know, when he's in his character, and I think it's going to be an all-around fun movie. That's what I'm calling Black Adam, and that's my hope. Phil asked, do you think putting comic bags in the filing cabinet is a good or bad thing? I think it's a good thing as long as you rig it to where they're not falling over. And I've seen a lot of people do videos rigging them in a way that has them sitting really nicely. But yeah, you got to make sure that they're secure. Coffee Bread, what's going on? Hey, cover artists don't mind 30 covers. That's a good point too. You're keeping artists, money in their pockets as well. That is very, very good point. All right, guys. I think I'm getting to the end of the comments here. And yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, Joe, I just want to let you know. Guys, I'm going to end this like this. I'm going to end this like this. All right. I got 30 people in here still. Stay with me for 1 minute because I'm going to say something. I'm going to say something right now. I just blocked Captain Marvel Sucks. They're blocked. And honestly, I have a feeling I know who it is. So I want everyone watching right now. Joe G, I just saw. Look, I'm going to put you up on here, Joe. Sorry, Chris, I won't join live streams if your chat is this toxic. First off, I want to apologize for everyone. I'm going to tell you guys right now, it's hard for me I don't have moderators, okay? I don't have moderators. It's only me, and it's hard for me to keep up with the chat. I was seeing the Captain Marvel individual comment, and I saw them saying Sparky, but I wasn't sure what was going on. I honestly didn't know if that was somebody that was in the chat. But then when I made that announcement a few minutes ago saying, I'm going to put an end to this, I'm just going to block you. Believe me, Joe and everyone else, that's not what this channel is about. And I'm going to say, I do believe I know who that is. I believe I have one troll that continues to create shell accounts and trolls me. So I believe I am 99.9% sure this is an individual that I blocked on multiple YouTube pages, and they keep creating new pages just to troll me. And I'll say, guys, it's sad, and I pray for them because they must be so miserable that that's what they do. They spend their time, um, thinking that it gives them purpose to be a bully and to troll and to talk crap and to come in an environment like this where we are all, people of all ages, young, old, we're hanging out, we're chilling, we're talking comic books and having fun, right? So I ain't having that. So Joe, I want you to know I ain't having that. Now, I think it's probably time that I look into maybe seeing if I could get at least one moderator for my live streams to help me out. But as of right now, I just want to apologize to each and every one of you. I don't know. I haven't even read back through all the comments. I don't know what was going on or what transpired, but that individual is blocked. And, feel free, guys, if something's going on in the chat, feel free to let me know, and I don't want anyone feeling like a snitch, or anything like that. Look, this is a community. This is a community, and we stand together, man. I ain't having that crap. And I should have known right when I saw the name, when I saw the username, I'm like, oh, this may be trouble. So again, I apologize, guys. I hope that, everyone here still enjoyed their time with us all tonight. And, just don't even give these people any type of energy. And Joe, I really hope to see you back here. So yeah, guys, it's always, the one or two. It's always the minority, but they tend to have loud voices sometimes, right? So Zap, Cerulean, Coffee, Brian. Yeah, I appreciate you all. Thank you guys. So yeah, I'm logging off, guys. Again, about 6 more days to enter the 3K contest. My Patreon contest is going on for a bit longer, guys. I appreciate all you guys showing up tonight. Thank you all for the continued support. Thank you for asking such great questions, being here and being a great chat for the most part, besides the one bad seed, the bad egg. So I hope to see you guys in 50 minutes over Comic Book Canon. My co-host Jeff is probably like, Jerno, what's taking you so long? So thank you all for showing up. I'll see you guys in 50 minutes over on the Canon. Be well. Be good to each other. Peace.